what forced the site to close down, and what was that like at that time?
Well, initially, March 2020, we did close down for COVID. We took our operations outside, weather permitting. But I'll be honest, inside having the museum closed, it was kind of stressful. It was, this is what we do, and we couldn't do it, to the fullest extent. And then fast forward to February 2021, where we had the terrible winter storms, we had the freezes, and we had a sprinkler head burst, freeze and burst, and we ended up with about 3 floors of flooding.
Really? So it was that extensive then?
Well, the sprinkler head was on the 3rd floor, and as water does, it just ran downhill. And so we had from the administrative offices upstairs, the exhibit spaces on the 2nd floor, and down into the first jail and gallery downstairs in the 1st floor. That has been a lot of demolition, checking to make sure things were safe. We ended up having to remove wood flooring due to warping. Luckily, none of the exhibits were really damaged.
I was just about to ask if there was any damage with the exhibits there.
It was a kind of all hands on deck. Everybody ran in, and as quickly as we could with the snow and ice that was out at the time. And families came in, and we just all, got together, moved everything, got it out before anything was irreplaceable was truly damaged.
Right.
The exhibits ended up actually being okay. It was more the exhibit spaces that had to go.
So there was a lot of work done on all 3 floors in order just to get things back open again.
Yes, and we're just now moving into our offices upstairs. We're finishing or putting the final touches on the exhibit spaces this week. And we cannot wait to unlock those doors on Monday.
I'm sure the staff is ready to have people back. Now, having said that, though, there were still visitors coming down. They just couldn't go in. They could be on the outside on the property. And that's still the case now.
Yes. So we have a contact station right outside the visitor center museum building. Of course, all the grounds were open. Like you said, the trails, the gallows, the commissary, those were all still available. We still have some tours coming through. We just conduct everything outdoors.
It's not the same though, is it, when they can't go in?
No, it's not. There's something to be said about being in the spot where history happened, being able to see Judge Parker's courtroom, to be able to see what life was like in the 1st jail and the 2nd jail. It's so much better in place with that context.
It is such a tourist attraction. You see a lot of folks come in. Mm-hmm. Now, having said that, there are still going to be limits on how many people can come into the building?
Yes. We have a maximum occupancy of 35 visitors for the building. Certain small spaces will have a lesser occupancy. For example, the theater will have an occupancy of about 8.
Okay.
As will the gallery. And that is included in that overall 35. We're just trying to keep everybody as safe as possible, but still letting people in and experiencing our history.
And a mask requirement, is there still that?
Yes, federal buildings, masks are required regardless of vaccination status.
And when folks come in who haven't been there since last March or March of 2020, anything new they're going to be able to see other than a refurbished or rebuilt building?
We did work a little bit on some of our exhibits. We are trying to expand a few of our offerings. Most of it probably is a refurbished building. I'll be honest, it's just so good to actually be in there and see things coming together. And unless you saw it after or during and after the flood, I don't know that anybody can truly understand all the work that's gone into getting this going.
And so what is the emotion of the staff right now? I'm sure they're just chomping at the bit to get people in there.
Well, we are. A lot of the staff today are, like I said, we're putting on the finishing touches here, putting exhibits back in their cases, cleaning up one last time, putting up new signage, of course. The bookstore, trying to get that all back together. Nobody bought a book for the last year and a half.
Yeah. And
So
then, but you get people from all over the country coming here.
All over the world, actually.
All over the world coming here. And so has the word gotten out now that you will be open on the 1st? And are you getting some feedback now from this?
Yes, we it's posted on Facebook. Then, as you said, the announcement, the press release went out earlier this week. It's going up on our website.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been telling people all along, this is coming, this is coming. We get messages on Facebook all the time. When are you opening? And now we can actually say we have a real date and this is when it is.
And then the day and times that you'll be open, is it back to what it was before?
Yes. We're open 7 days a week, every day of the year, except for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. 9 to 5, and that's pretty much it.
I wonder if there'll be this many people that you might have to take reservations.
I wondered how many people are going to say, "Oh, it's finally open. Let's go," because people have been wanting to come. And like I said, the grounds are great. Getting to see the buildings out there, walk the trails, but you miss something not having the experience going into the building, the actual jail, the actual courtroom. So it's exciting.
All right, Nissa Mondahl is the Supervisory Park Ranger at the Fort Smith National Historic Site, finally opening back up the Visitor Center and Museum on Monday. Nissa, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on getting everything done, and the best of luck starting on Monday.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.